And Mamadou Dieng leading the line up front, the 21-year-old Senegalese man, just one goal. And keep a close eye on Carlos Herrera in goal, the 27-year-old.
Usurping Rhode Island if they can win out in the group. Detroit in white get us started. Hartford are in predominantly green. And Detroit City are going from right to left here in Connecticut. And off we go. Thanks so much for joining us. Sean St. Jacques, Antonio Aquilino, our entire crew. It is a must-win for Detroit City and Danny Dicchio's group this evening. Not quite the same thing for Hartford, but they'll definitely be going for it, knowing that 9 points will put them in a fabulous spot. Not to win the group, potentially sneak through as one of those two wild card teams into the knockout stages. Hartford will have a long throw opportunity here. Sebastian Anderson towards the near side edge of the 6, where it's flicked towards the edge of the area. Detroit will look to get up the other end, but Hartford quickly recover it towards the halfway line, and they will reset. The two teams met back on May 10th here in Hartford. It was a 0-0 draw. Hartford get an early cross in here. It's headed down towards the penalty spot. Anderson follows up and gives Hartford the lead. I'll talk about a swift start for Brendan Burke's group. They score inside of a minute and a half. And Hartford lead by 1-0 in next to no time.
Absolutely sensational start from the hosts. You couldn't draw it up any better if you're Brandon Burke. Long throw when the ball stays with his men. Detroit unable.
Pick out a teammate there with Jope with an unlikely controlling of the ball there. Hartford do win the ball back eventually on this far side. And there's space to run into and get the shot away as well. It flashes over the top of Herrera's goal and out of play. Could have easily been a second. Can Detroit get a cross into the middle here? Smith is still there to help, just outside the 18-yard box. It's crossed back towards the edge of the 6, comes out to the 18-yard box. It's a miscued hit. But Detroit can continue moving it forward with Amu Mensah after Jope trying to get the shot away. Tez Diouf on this near side, cutting in field, gets the shot away. And Siaha makes a very strong save.
He's in behind this defense. He has the speed to do it. Hartford getting numbers back out wide.
And then from the corner, it's headed in. There's the Detroit response. A cushioned header by Matt Sheldon brings Le Rouge level in Hartford. A moment frozen in time to get Detroit back in the Jägermeister Cup fold. One each.
And Detroit taking this corner quickly. Catching Hartford by surprise. It's taken short. And take a look at that. Beautiful 2 touches in the box. Sheldon, the quickest to react. Ball one in the air incredibly well. Shelton near post. All he has to do is redirect that assist on frame.
Lovely ball for Anderson to run into here. Cross into the middle looking for Jang is cushioned away. On the follow-up, Carriaga's ball in. He's punched away confidently by Herrera. And it could lead to a Detroit break up the other end. The ball's looped over the top brilliantly. Darren Smith's touch. Onto his left, can he finish it off here? Oh, it's a brilliant block. Tez Diouf though picks up the pieces, and then Siaha makes a fabulous save.
Into action. This touch right here from Diouf is special right there. Red carpet ball. What a stop from Siaha.
Seemed like he was dead to rights there. Siaha still made the save. And then from the corner, Siaha doesn't make the catch. But the shot goes wide of the target. Might not be the last, considering how chippy it has been in this opening half, as Siaha Picks up the pieces for Hartford in his own penalty area. Prestis on this near side moves it forward. Now Anderson. To poke it past Amu Mensah. It'll stay with Hartford.
Two completely different ways of approaching the game here this evening. Hartford, they have looked confident with the ball at their feet. First time passes. They've had most of the ball. Meanwhile, Detroit, that vertical ball over the top, looking for Smith, has been lethal.
Jimenez, lovely run. And Ingalina lets the shot go, and it's touched in! Hartford back in front. Mamadou Chang gives them a 2-1 lead on the doorstep.
Oh, and Sean, once again, this is wonderful football from Hartford Athletic. Side to side, stretching the Detroit back line. Ball whipped in the danger zone from Ingalina, just begging to be put away. Threatening, looking, scoping for that far post. That is always going to cause worries to a back line and the keeper Herrera.
Set pieces, stands over it. He has scored once already. It's not him who takes it though. Carriaga. He was just out of frame, tried to sneak it past Herrera, but missed the target.
Carriaga, always a threat. That can be a storyline heading into the second half for Detroit.
Ingalina. Oh, he got the shot away from a tight angle.
Ingalina has had his way so far in this game. He has been a problem, to say the least.
At the end of the half, and it's been a back and forth first half, and it's up to the referee how much longer we continue. We will not continue much longer.
It'll be a 5 defending and it'll be a 3 when pushing forward, so they'll get more bodies forward in the second half.
And if you're Hartford?
Not too much different. Yeah, I think I maybe want to see Momo Dieng get more involved in the game. Not him personally as far as what he needs to do.
Roberts, after coming over from Japan. We're going to see one of the leading goal scorers in league history momentarily. Sebastian Guenzati will enter the match. Sent in, headed!
So close from
Knocked
Joe Farrell.
away. Oh, Joe Farrell.
This corner is taken. It's just get it into the area. It's the near post flick. Good save. Onto the post. Yep.
Hit the
Very good
woodwork.
save.
So it'll be Sebastian Anderson. Played back to Yamazaki. Sent in, headed wide. I think it's Brendan. Yep.
He's just put his thumb up in acknowledgement to that. I can kind of understand why there was confusion from Brendan Burke as to how on earth Missy Ingalina was penalised.
And so once again, a dangerous restart just outside the box. Villanueva and Diouf both there. Looks like, I don't think Villanueva is going to take this. Nope, Diouf spins it in. Headed, shot in the goal. Matt Sheldon equalizes the match at 2 in the 90th minute.
That's on Dispe, I'm sorry to say. You've got to defend better, yeah, but don't concede the free kick in the first place. It's a good delivery by Diouf. They climb on each other, and there's Matt Sheldon. So as it stands, there's 5 added minutes. It's 2-2. Detroit would be out if they don't score again. Hartford can go through with a 2-all draw if they win at Rhode Island last game. But Detroit... That'll do.
Punted straight in the air, and we'll go to penalty kicks.
Well, as long as Hartford didn't lose.
Albuquerque blows his whistle. And that is exactly what happened to Michi at Portland. Hartford players armed lock standing in their technical area. Saved by Herrera.
Let's play first to score, will we?
Neither team has been able to find the back of the net. Nice sign of sportsmanship there by the goalies.
Yeah, they did that after the save by Siaha as well.
Here's Connor Roots.
He fills up a lot of that goal, doesn't he? Siaha?
It's a large man in goal. So Connor Roots, who came on as a second half substitute. And that is saved! Wow! Can anybody score a PK? See what Momo has up his sleeve here. And he scores! You knew somebody would score at some point, Mark. We weren't going to go 10 penalty kicks. And it's 1-0 Hartford. And now it's one of the all-time great goal scorers in USL Championship history, the veteran from Uruguay, Sebastian Guenzati.
Does he go to the keeper's left? Because both saves have been the goalie's right.
Siaha trying to distract him. Now Guenzati
He does.
ties the PKs at 1.
Exactly what he does.
Went left.
Yep. Goalies will have a favorite side. Some will be good at both, but most have got a preference as to which side they like to go to.
Now the veteran, Joe Farrell, will step to the 12-yard spot for Hartford as we go to round 4 of the penalty kicks. So after 4 misses, Jang and Guenzati found the back of the net. Farrell gets the whistle from Rodrigo Albuquerque. And he scores! Good job by Joe Farrell. Hesitated, made his move, and drilled it to the back of the net.
That would have been interesting if he'd gone to the other side and the goalie saved it, because there was a little bit of a stutter step from Joe. And when he struck the ball, both the goalkeeper's feet were in front of the line. You only need to have one behind the line, but both were there. He went the wrong way, it doesn't matter. But that's why there's an assistant, Zeno Cho, right on the goal line to make sure. We don't have VAR here, of course. One of the feet has to be behind the line when the ball is struck from the goalkeeper.
Here's Yamazaki.
Good penalty.
Tied at 2. No hesitation. So we go to the 5th and final round. And then if we're tied, they go one shot at a time. Drilled that with confidence. Who is taking the 5th kick for Hartford? Arturo Dispe. The big fella.
Well, hopefully his night's about to get better.
Looking to make up for what was a shaky appearance after coming in. 5th and possibly final round. Dispe gets the whistle. Saved by Herrera.
That is a brilliant save by Herrera. Penalties can be missed or penalties can be saved. Although that was missed, for me, that is a really, really good save. Mishi's was missed because that's not come back down to terra firma yet. But that is a brilliant save, and now they have a chance to win it.
Michael Bryan with a chance to win it and get Detroit the extra point. You can hear the crowd urging Siaha on. If Bryant makes it, the match is over. And he scores, and Detroit wins in penalty kicks. As they race on the field to congratulate Herrera